I tell you, please come take a seat. Come take a seat. She goes by the name of Groovy Joe, and I swear, it's the name. The name already tells you everything you need to know. Every time you hear your music, it's just bopping. Bebe, I'm just always bopping. Always bopping. Welcome to the show. How are you feeling?
So I'm actually so excited to be here. I've always just wanted to come and join, so it's really cool.
It's actually finally happened.
Yeah.
We're super excited about this.
Thank you
look
so
at her.
much.
Doesn't she look... like, Bebe, we talk about...
You know how you have a bad side profile?
She does not.
She doesn't have that. She can't
She's so
relate to
beautiful.
that.
You can't even. And as she said, her shoes are always representing. Your kicks are always just, they're just so cool. We're so happy to have you here.
I'm so happy to be here.
And first things first, Nai Bop, the song we just listened to. You have the funniest lyrics on that song, which really just translates to Nairobi is one big bedroom, right?
Yeah.
What's that? Kena alifanya nini na huu okafanya nini na what's that lyric? How did that go?
Stacy anajua Kevo anajua Stella.
Wait.
Stella ana Debrayona ali hook up na Benna.
What?
Benna akona dem namjua anaitwa Lena. Lena ali have a three-way na Kevo na Stella.
Wow.
Anaitwa Nairobi chai moto cafe na.
Right? Everybody knows everybody, and I think that's the one lyric that really pretty much represents Nairobi. And I think that's the one song that I listen to and I'm like, I love this girl and I love her music. So how do we introduce you in a way that fits you? Groovy Joe, aka is Groovy Joe. So what's the name, the official name?
My name? You want to know my official name?
Of course you do. We already see it on the captions.
We can send you money to
credits,
figure out.
Credits, Apachini, on iTunes.
My actual name is John. So, Groovy Joe with the slimy flow, like you already know, that's what I go. Groovy Joe is my alter ego and also like just a huge part of my life. So yeah.
And I know a lot of your inspiration comes from, you've mentioned guys like Kanye, not really Kanye, Jay-Z, Biggie. You've also mentioned a lot of Nicki Minaj in the body of work that you listen to and you appreciate. So who is your biggest motivation when it comes to lyrics? Because you do have very, very crazy lyrics.
So I've always been a Nicki fan, and Nicki has inspired me insanely. But I also just love a lot of lyricists like Dave East. I also like, like you said, Biggie. I love Biggie. I love Jay-Z. Oh my God, Jay-Z is also one of my heavy influences. I love Kanye too. Kanye is the GOAT. And despite everything that's happening to him, he's the GOAT, and I'm really excited about him also dropping a tape. I'm inspired by a lot of different artists, especially like I love Tierra Whack, who's really different, but she's really, really dope. She's a really dope rapper. I also love like K-Kid from South Africa, who's like heavy, and I feel like that sound is just, I listen to a lot of music.
Clearly.
So yeah.
Okay. Earlier this year, we had the privilege of coming to your listening party before you launched your EP. So how has the journey been so far? How are you liking things so far?
I love the reception of the EP, Pressure, because it was like very different. The sound was different. It was like, guys were like, this is not groovy. Because I was singing more, I was being more vulnerable. So it was really, I actually got new fans from that, and they really loved it. They were just like, I should sing more and I should do that more. So the musical journey for me, since I dropped this tape earlier this year, has just been great. It's been really good,
Okay.
And you're also like a very collaborative person. Like we've seen you do a lot of collaborations. I know I already mentioned Boutros and Valerie, who I was trying to remember her name, Valerie Muthoni. And you guys kind of have a very similar outlook because she really channels a lot of her lyricism also from Nicki Minaj. But what was it like doing? You've had so many nice collaborations. I know your first EP, you said you were going to go fully solo, which you did fully solo, didn't have any collaborations, even though you know like everyone. And then this second one, you decided to have collaborations. So what was that thought process where you go from no collaborations at all, no me first, and then collaborations? What was the transition like? What actually inspired you doing collaborations? Why didn't you stick to the no collaborations? Like, tell us that journey.
So for my first tape, I really didn't want to have any collaborations because I didn't want to be told that, I'll have a supporting artist, someone who's supporting me. And I was just like, I'm doing this independently, and I want guys to know that this is my body of work, and I'm coming out as that. The collaborations for my second tape, Pressure, was I had Kali and Valerie Mdoni, and a bonus track by Buzili. Yeah, so I wanted to have like also like a featured female. I'm so biased when it comes to my music and the people that I'd want on my tape. So for Pressure, I just wanted all females on my tape, and I love collaborating. I'm always open to collaborating with new artists if they're dope. I'm not snooty at all. I'll just want to listen to a new sound. I'm always very very open to also explore different sounds. So through a lot of collaborations, you get to explore those sounds. So yeah.
And we've seen you perform at huge events. We've seen you, I mean, we've been seeing you. This year has really been good for you. So what would you say has been your experience as a female, specifically as a female artist, especially in the Kenyan industry? How has your experience been working with other, artists, performing at these other gigs everywhere, and also the people behind the gigs? Are they supportive, or has it just been a battle with, people?
I think it's a little bit of both. Most of the shows that I've done this year have been amazing. My biggest highlight was Nyege Nyege. I got to perform at the main stage, and that was really, really insane and crazy because the reception was amazing. And both back end for Nyege Nyege, did my voice just do that on TV? Back end for Nyege Nyege, also the organizers were amazing, very supportive. They were supporting us all through the event. Shout out to them. Oh my God, that was really nice. One of my favorite events. Other events as well. My only issue with most of these events is like sometimes we always just have a battle with sound. And I really hate that so much because I'm just like, what? We have like everything, we'll do sound check and we'll do everything perfectly fine, and then the day of there's errors, and I just hate that because it's something that you just pick up. So yeah, most of the battles that I've been having with performances is sound. And yeah, we're trying to work on that because like for my next shows, I'm really, really going to be really hard on that. I want to have my own sound engineer do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
I know you have had a lot of support from other female artists like Muthoni Drama Queen. You did like a big show during COVID, and it was such a beautiful, well-executed show, to be entirely honest. But as a female artist in the industry, there's such a small group of female rappers. You can almost, name them in like two hands and raise them and just like, yeah, this and this and this and this and this. These are the female rappers we have in the industry. And I know it's a lot of people do mention that being a female in the industry can be very, very difficult. Not only are you constantly battling to get just a space for yourself, to carve a space for yourself, but you also have a lot of people being weird and, gropey and giving very weird, sexual vibes that you try to stay away from. But how have you managed to get above that? Because it can be very annoying that every time you go somewhere, people are just looking at you and all they see is, oh my God, I want to hit that. How do you manage that?
I feel like it's gotten to a point where I thank God for my demeanor, because some guys think I'm this shorty who just can beat you. So it's not really happened to me. I can't like having someone do that, but I know it's happening. It's very, very much happening. I've talked to other female rappers who've told me it's happened, and I really, really feel like so sad about that, because like that's something that's horrible. Because sometimes it also creates a bit of insecurity in an artist. Because whenever you go out, you want to perform, you're just like, now you'll have to be more self-conscious about your body, which is horrible. But yeah, so far I have not experienced that, and I hope not to experience it anytime soon. But I love that we are talking about it and we're having conversation about it so that we can just try to like stop that from happening completely.
Yeah. And your sound is very diverse. There's the Groovy Joe that everyone knows, and then there was the Pressure album, which was completely different, you being in a vulnerable space. So what really inspires your type of music, or where do you draw inspiration from, or what was that one moment that defined that, you know what, I want to be doing music as a full-time career?
So I feel like I always say, as a Gemini, I'm very passionate.
Gemini.
I'm very passionate, and I'm very, very, very in tune with my emotions. Geminis, I feel like we're very emotional. So most of my music is derived from what is happening in my life currently. Like I write like a hard trap beat, maybe because I'm in the studio and I just want to do that. And maybe like I go to the studio and maybe I'm not feeling too good, or like I'm going through something, maybe emotionally or physically or whatever. So I'm really heavily influenced by what is happening
Current
in my life
state
currently.
of affairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that, and I genuinely do appreciate the fact that you are not backing down. I know a lot of female artists don't make it through the second or third year. But you've been running and you've been doing what you need to do, and you are not afraid to stand up next to the big names in the industry as well. Quick question is local collaborations. There are big rappers, the Calligraph Joneses of this industry, and so on and so forth. What is a Kenyan rapper that you want to really work with? Like, give me 3 Kenyan rappers who are at the top that you want to work with.
Is Joshua Baraka Kenyan or is he
Joshua
Ugandan?
Baraka. Oh, he was
He's
just
Ugandan,
yes,
right?
last week.
I would really like to work with him. I love his vocals, and I feel like when with like him on a hip hop song, that would be amazing. Yeah, but now I had a feeling he's Ugandan, so that's
He is Ugandan. Okay.
I would really love to work with Saru. Saru is really fire. I love her because she's really expressive and she has bars. Like, she's a bar queen. So I'd really love to work with Saru. And yeah, who else? There are artists that I want to work with. Big Yasa. Big Yasa is really, really dope. He's a rapper. He's mostly drill. But I love guys who go hard. That's how I pick most of my collaborations. I want someone who I know will go off. I don't want to settle for just because I want traction, or just because I want the song to blow. I really don't care about that. I really care about my music and my art and what I give out. So if I find an artist who aligns with what I like, that's what I go for.
But with all the controversy of people trying to do kiki and cloud chasing, whatever, you don't feel the pressure of just wanting to do something like really controversial, just so you can get, your name is already out there, but like so everyone talks about you. Because we're always talking about the same old people, the Kabiwa Jesuses. We speak about them here on the show all the time. And the only reason they're constantly on the front of our minds or at the foreground of our minds is because they always doing something that is controversial, that is just putting their name out there constantly. Ambare, like, we talk about her all the time. And the only reason we talk about her is, again, controversy and cloud chasing. So have you never felt the pressure or the need to do something super controversial?
I definitely have. That's why I pressure is based off that. Literally, I was having a lot of pressure with like releasing my second body of work, because it was just like also like with my team's like, also need to like give people like something more vibrant, and it was just a lot of opinions coming in.
Club bangers.
Yeah,
and
club
stuff,
bangers and
TikTok
everything.
dancey.
And I was just like, yeah, for sure I want to do that, but like now there was that pressure now that, oh, that's what people want me to do, and I'm just like, oh God. And I call my tape pressure because of that, because it was from everything that was happening in my life and how I was just projecting it, but I always come out swinging, so yeah.
Okay. And sorry, what should we expect more from Groovy, especially as an artist? You do stick to the arts. We don't see you in kiki. We don't see. It's just your talent that speaks for itself. So what more should we expect from you?
Expect more good music, more collaborations, more good vibes, a few campaigns coming out. Working with my people, just to have that coming along. I also just want to really, really also just push. My brand is pro-female, so I want it to be like, in the future, guys should know, like with my tape, how I support just femininity and everything, and not to come off as, oh, that feminist, because I just hate when people say that. But I'm here to empower women and to remind women that they're beautiful and powerful in everything that they do. So my music will always speak and bring that out.
You never really give us more than 10 tracks. Honestly, even Pressure has eight songs on it, honestly. But I know we never want to like call out the one song that is your baby, because all of them are your babies. But what's your favorite on this? If someone is listening to you for the very first time and they haven't listened to the Groovy way and they're going on to Pressure, what's that one song that you're like, listen to this one first and then listen to everything else? Or do you want us, like Beyonce, to listen to the full body of work from 1 to 10?
For Pressure, I think my favorite song that I'll play for people to listen to fast is Flex, because Flex is like really, really it's giving a lot of Wizkid vibes, and it's really, really nice. I love that song so much because it's really chilled, and it's just Flex. So I'd have someone listen. I'd have the first track being Flex. Yeah.
However, today is also the on
it's lit.
iTunes, the starred song, like the most popular song so far is Today. So what inspired Today, and how does it feel to actually have you know when you go to your playlist and you see iTunes will make a star, you're like, wow, I am a baddie. How does that feel for you?
It's always a good feeling, of course. Today came from, it was some day at the studio, and my producer just made that beat. We're just at the studio, and I was actually not feeling any of the beats. So I'm just like, gosh, I don't want to leave here without recording. Because we were there, I think, for a couple of hours. Sometimes you can go to the studio and be there for hours and hours, and you
And
might
that's
lack
money.
inspiration, and you lack inspiration, and then you just end up maybe not doing anything, and that's the worst. So, he just like played a random tune, and just we built on it together, and then I was just like, I got it back today to my friend. That's I just started building because that's the song, and then I just wrote it there on the spot. I finished it.
Damn, in one day. Look at that. One studio session. Are we going to see you on Colors soon?
I hope
Spotify
so.
Colors?
Spotify, holla at me.
Holla at you.
Colors, holla at me.
Yeah.
Because I want to have I have a couple of songs that would be perfect for Colors. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know whether we have a minute to have her sing one more song or rap one more jam before we head out.
Caution, hot like a fever, I'm out of space, it's like a Martian. All these hands up in the air, the party like an auction.